Hey guys, Mr. Google here, and I'm here to do my 2013 Oscars acting predictions number two. Yeah, I did a video last month, and yeah, I made quite a few changes. Not too many, but I've made quite a few changes. I took out a lot of, possibilities that I had as honorable mentions. Let's start off with the best actor race. For some possibilities, I have Anthony Hopkins for Hitchcock, Shiraj Sharma, Life of Pi, who could be the wild card. You can't ever, leave him out because he might be the wild card. Logan Lerman, I know he doesn't really have a strong chance of getting nominated at all, but I still don't want to count him out because he gave a fantastic performance. And then we have Jamie Foxx and Christoph Waltz for Django Unchained. Once that movie comes out, uh, you know, it's probably going to get tons of buzz for either one of them because I'm hearing great things about both of them. But like I said, the best actor race is pretty, tight, which goes into my best actor list. I have them ordered this time from 5 to 1. Number 5, I have John Hawkes for The Sessions. Number 4, Denzel Washington for Flight. 3, Joaquin Phoenix for The Master, who I still think gives the best performance of the year, but I'm starting to doubt that he's going to win. Number 2, Bradley Cooper for Silver Linings Playbook. And number 1, who is my predicted winner? Daniel Day-Lewis for Lincoln. You guys know I'm not a big fan of Lincoln. I think Lincoln was a good movie. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was a good, really well-made movie, and I think Daniel Day-Lewis was great in it. But I've seen better performances this year, and I think Bradley Cooper is going to be much better. Joaquin Phoenix was a hell of a lot better than him. Denzel Washington was way better. Suraj Sharma was way better. Logan Lerman was way better. I mean, so many people. Jamie Foxx and Christoph Waltz are gonna be way better than Daniel Day Lewis. It's just an overrated performance in my opinion, but it's a good performance. It's just overrated. For the best actress race, my honorable mentions, we have Leslie Mann for This Is 40. Yeah, the best actress race really isn't that tight, so that's why I still have her in there. Once that movie comes out, it might generate some buzz. Yeah, then we have Helen Mirren for Hitchcock, Mary Elizabeth Winstead in Smash, and Keira Knightley for Anna Karenina. Um, yeah, it's pretty. I don't think I changed any of my honorable mentions at all, but yeah, those are my honorable mentions. Going on to the top 5 of that category, number 5 I have Marianne Cotillard for Rust and Bone, and if that movie doesn't generate enough buzz, uh, I don't know, I probably might replace her with Keira Knightley for Anna Karenina. Number 4, Naomi Watts for The Impossible, hearing great things about her. 3, I have Quvenzhané Wallis for Beasts of the Southern Wild. She's gonna get nominated, but I don't think she's going to win. If she does win, I wouldn't be mad because it was a fantastic performance. Number 2, Jennifer Lawrence, The Silver Linings Playbook. Yeah, or Silver Linings Playbook. My bad. Yeah, I'm hearing fantastic things about her. Either her or my number 1 could win. My predicted winner is Jessica Chastain for Zero Dark 30. She's getting so much, so much, so much buzz for this movie, and so is that movie just getting buzz alone. But still, Jessica Chastain looks really great in it, and she could end up winning. But I think I might like Jennifer Lawrence more once I see both of the films. For supporting actress, I didn't really change much. I took out quite a few, honorable mention possibilities, but I added a couple possibilities as well. Going in for the honorable mentions, we have Ann Dowd for Compliance, who's generating quite a bit of buzz. Over the past week, she has won the National Board of Review Best Supporting Actress award, and she was nominated for an Independent Spirit Award for Best Supporting Actress. So you never know. She's definitely not one to count out. She could be. She's definitely one of the wild cards. Then we have Maggie Smith for a movie that seems n- not to be dying on its Oscar buzz, which is just completely weird to me. For Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, she was great in it, but still, I I've seen better supporting performances this year. Then we have Olivia Williams for Hyde Park on Hudson. Yeah, I took out Bill Murray, but Hyde Park on Hudson, I think it's coming out this week, and like nothing. I've really heard nothing great about it at all. But Olivia Williams, I'm hearing, is great, and she looks like she's great in the trailer, so I'm not counting her out. Then we have Melissa McCarthy and Maud Apatow I added for This Is 40. I know. Um, I was right once about Melissa McCarthy for Bridesmaids. I remember predicting right from the very beginning that she was going to be nominated for Bridesmaids. But you never know. She looks absolutely hysterical in this movie, and one of the funniest things about it. And I'm hearing really good things about Maud Apatow, who plays one of the daughters in the movie. Obviously, to Leslie Mann and Paul Rudd, she's one of Leslie Mann's kids, and I'm hearing really good things about her. She looks pretty good in the movie, so I'm not going to count her out either. I added her in. I'm just gonna wait till that movie comes out and see what sort of reviews it gets. Then we have Kerry Washington, Django Unchained. Now that's the one thing I'm really worried about Django Unchained is just Kerry Washington because I've seen Kerry Washington in other movies and I find her to be a pretty overrated actress. I think she's not really that great in anything I've ever seen her in. She actually gave one of the worst performances in my opinion of the year for A Thousand Words. But I'm still not gonna count her out right now. I think she could pull it off, but I really haven't seen much footage with her in that movie, but that could be a good thing. I don't know. And then we have Samantha Barks for Les Miserables, who's getting a lot of buzz as well. Um, yeah, I think she sings one of the songs that's getting tons of buzz, so she might win something for that. I don't know. Supporting actress, my top five. I still have Jackie Weaver in there. My number five for Silver Linings Playbook. I think, the buzz has been sort of dying down on her. That's why I'm not completely sure if she is going to get nominated, but I'm still keeping her in there. For Amy Adams, The Master, absolutely phenomenal in that movie, and I do think she deserves a nomination. But these three other people have been getting tons more buzz, which I don't really understand. Three is Sally Field I put for Lincoln, and I hated her in that movie. I really didn't like Sally Field in that film at all. I thought she was completely over the top. Two, Helen Hunt for The Sessions. I have heard she was great. Heard she was fantastic in that film. Not a big Helen Hunt fan, but she could end up being really great in that movie. And number one, we have Anne Hathaway for Les Miserables, who's my predicted winner. She's getting nothing but rave reviews. Uh, for the supporting actor category, I did change up a couple things. I added one person in there who I don't care. I just love that performance. I'll get into it in a second. For my honorable mentions, I took out Ezra Miller for Perks of Being a Wallflower. He still has a chance to be the wild card if that movie gets any buzz whatsoever. Because that movie deserves tons of nominations. It's my favorite film of the year so far until I see Django. Or Zero Dark 30, who knows? But Ezra Miller was phenomenal in Perks, and I do think he deserves a nomination. Garrett Hedlund for On the Road, which I will be reviewing soon, thought he was phenomenal in On the Road. One of the best supporting performances of the year. I only have him in there still because the movie really hasn't been screened for many critics, and once it's screened for the Academy, they could see how fucking awesome he was as Dean Moriarty. Then I still have Alan Arkin in there, whose buzz seems not to be dying down that much at all. It has died down a little bit in the past couple weeks for Argo. Alan Arkin, he's a great actor, but I don't really think he really brought anything that special to this character. I thought he was funny, but should that make him be nominated for an Oscar? No. Samuel L. Jackson I have for Django Unchained. I forgot to put him in the first time because I've heard early screenings of this movie and people are saying he's fantastic in it as well. So yeah, I remember how great that character was in the script and how original of a character that is because Samuel L. Jackson plays his slave, a Leonardo DiCaprio slave in the movie, and his sort of like house slave, like right hand man sort of thing. Um, so yeah, Samuel Jackson, this could be definitely a big comeback for him, and according to the Oscars, because he hasn't been nominated since Pulp Fiction, which he should have won for, which is one of the top five best performances ever. Then we have Javier Bardem, who still seems to be getting some Oscar buzz. I might take him out in like a week, but I'm just gonna keep him in there for now. I'm gonna keep Albert Brooks in there for my honorable mentions until This Is 40 comes out and see what kind of buzz he generates. But he does look really good in the movie. I'm gonna keep Jude Law in there until a couple other awards come out and see if he's nominated at all. I might take him out in a week as well for Anna Karenina. He does look great in the movie though. Hal Holbrook I have for Promised Land. You never know. Gus Van Sant. And he comes out with these movies that just get some weird Oscar buzz, and he could end up being nominated. He's led Josh Brolin and Robin Williams to nominations before in the category, so could end up landing Hal Holbrook another nomination who hasn't been nominated since Into the Wild. And then I added in Matthew McConaughey for Magic Mike, who's getting tons of buzz now for Magic Mike. He won the New York Film Critics Awards, Best Supporting Actor Best Supporting Actor category. He was nominated for Magic Mike for the Independent Spirit Awards, Best Supporting Male category. For Best Supporting Actor, my top five, and my number five might be a controversial pick because of the whole SAG controversy, and they're not considering the film at all. But I think this was such a fucking powerful performance, and it's one of my favorite supporting performances of the entire year. Definitely one of the best performances of the year is Dwight Henry in Beast of the Southern Wild. Still not counting him out yet, but I really hope he does get nominated because it was some hell of a performance. It's sort of like remember when Michelle Williams was nominated for Blue Valentine and people were like, how can you nominate Michelle Williams and not nominate Ryan Gosling? Well, that's how I feel about Beast of the Southern Wild. How can you fucking nominate Quvenzhané Wallis if you don't nominate Dwight Henry? I mean, seriously, their performances were pretty like even. So whatever, it was a powerful performance. Number four, I have Philip Seymour Hoffman for The Master. I know a lot of people are predicting he's going to win. I can't see him winning really. I wouldn't be mad if he did, but still, he thought he was fantastic in the movie. But I do think he's definitely a strong suit for the category. Three, we have Tommy Lee Jones for Lincoln. Really overrated performance, but still, he's getting tons of buzz for it. Two, I have Robert De Niro for Silver Linings Playbook. He's getting tons of buzz. And number one, my predicted winner is Leonardo DiCaprio for Django Unchained. I've explained this way too many times. I predicted it from the beginning. He's going to win. So, yeah, those are my acting Oscar predictions. All right, see ya. Bye.